Hey guys, and welcome to Fox's Cliff Notes. This is a series where I go over different books that I had to read in school that you most likely are going to have to read as well. So, we are going to get into it with Old Man in the Sea. This is a book about an old guy, pretty much. The town either shuns him or he has to, I don't know, impress his kid or something. He decides that to do that, he's got to go out in the ocean and go fishing. So he goes out there and he's like, all right, I got to catch the freaking biggest whale ever. It's not a whale, but he's got to catch a fish or something. So he's out there and he catches a fish, actually. He catches the fish, and that's where it gets kind of weird. So the dude starts hallucinating and thinking about his family or something and talking about all these different thoughts in his head. The book is all in his head pretty much. He's just sitting there thinking his thoughts. And so he catches a fish, and he's like, oh my gosh, this is the biggest fish of all time. So he catches the fish, and he can't pull it in the boat because he's weak. And so he's like, all right, I'm not going to pull it in the boat. What I'll do, I'll just pull it along the side of the boat, right? Because that is going to give me the same result as if I pull it in the boat. I'll just drag it along the side of the boat, and then we'll just eat it when I get to the shore, right? So he's like, all right, I struggle with this fish too long. I'm just going to drag it along the side. So he's dragging along the side. He's thinking to himself more. He's thinking more of his own thoughts in his head, right? So he thinks all his thoughts, and that's where it gets a little bit iffy. He starts thinking about hallucinations again, because I think he's really thirsty or hungry or something, but he doesn't want to eat the fish. And I think a shark tries to eat his fish, and so he's got to fight a shark at one point. I'm not 100% sure on the shark, but I'm pretty sure that a shark comes and eats part of his fish, and he's like, no shark, no. And so he fights off the shark. He finally gets back to the shore, and guess what? His fish is eaten. All he's got is a head on a hook. The ocean ate his fish. I think the point of the book was just to tell you how it's all about the journey, not necessarily the destination, and not necessarily about eating and providing for your family, but more about just going fishing. That's pretty much it, as far as I can tell. That's about as much as I remember about the book. Is he goes out there, he tries to catch a fish, he catches a big old fish, and guess what? It gets eaten before he can get back. He can't pull in the boat. So that's it. That's all I got for you. That should get you through class. And I'll catch you guys next time on Fox Notes.